As the explosion clears, you see an obelisk standing in the middle of this area.
Okay.
I'll make
Oh,
a
are
little
these?
image.
Is an obelisk spawning these things? That would explain the coloration and the fact that they explode.
What are you talking about? How would an obelisk? um, no, like the coloration and the explosions are designs, voluntary designs that the Shapers put into these creatures. The pink coloration is probably so they can keep track of it by sight and like see it from afar, like it's obvious, you know. And then the
Yeah.
explosion, like it chased that rabbit and blew up. It could just be like a varmint deterrent.
Yeah. No, it makes sense that they're artificial, but it also makes sense that they don't have a life cycle. Because
No,
how
yeah,
could
they
something
probably don't
bright
have.
pink survive, and how could it
Well, they
reproduce if
were.
it has to blow up to eat anything?
Yeah,
So
no,
it
you're
makes
right. They
sense
are
that they're just kind of,
created.
yeah, it makes sense that they're just created into existence at full grown.
Yeah, you're
It'd
right.
be interesting to capture two of them to see if they're exactly the same.
Huh. Well, let's investigate the obelisk. I don't think it's related to the dogs.
I think they might be.
There is something written on the obelisk as you approach. It's a little difficult to
What?
read from this height. Do you want to fly down to it?
Um, yeah, we'll fly down to it.
By the way, hang on, let me move the obelisk symbol to the map layer so you at least know where it's at. So
Oof.
written on it, it reads, "Welcome to the Reflection Tombs." Oh, I didn't
Oh,
ask you for
this.
linguistics. It's in Shaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, knowledge Shaper would do to give you some idea, possibly. If you don't have that, maybe knowledge history.
Oh, I thought I got a higher knowledge check for a second.
Nope, he nat
But
20'd it.
nope.
And added more. All right.
Oh my God, Max on both.
Doing good there. All right. Back on point. The Shapers would set aside tombs for both the wise and powerful. The wise would get a tomb to themselves, and their casket and walls would hold philosophical knowledge to pass to the future. Knowledge and philosophy to change the tenets of current practitioners of shaping.
Ooh, fun. Let's investigate this thing. It's a sign. It's like so. If we just go in this direction, we'll find the tomb. Or maybe we should dig.
Um,
Would I know?
I
With that,
With
type
that
of
knowledge, you would
shaper?
know that
Sure.
they would inset tombs into hills and cliffs and things. With 700 years
Okay.
past,
So there's
maybe
an edge.
overgrown or fallen, collapsed. You don't know. You don't see any at the moment.
I run towards the hill and start frantically searching the hill.
You no longer want to be in the air.
Well, we were already landed when we got to the obelisk.
Yeah.
think we were still floating or hovering.
I was assuming kind of like hovering at least near enough you could read it, kind of.
All right. Well, then just can you fly around the hillside so we can look for an egg?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly around and stop and hover every few feet.
Okay. You
Uh,
see doors here and there, couple broken, couple collapsed on.
Is there any of them that are obviously broken out of, like something has been coming out of?
No. You see a couple that have been broken in.
All right. I'm sorry. I know we're looking for the dog, but this is. And it could be the dog place.
It could be. It could indeed. So what do you choose to do with this information? You see. Well, let's see here. Actually, see 5 different doors, of which
Okay.
4 are broken in various ways. Two are broken in. Another one is just collapsed. The whole hill, in fact, looking like it has collapsed long ago on top of it. And the last seems to have just kind of fallen apart, and whatever is inside, in shambles.
Let's do a third one. I mean, fourth one. Wait, yeah.
The one that's just completely wrecked.
No, the one before that.
The one that the hillside has collapsed on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's collapsed on it. So where are you gonna go?
Oh, so he can't get in.
Out.
Oh, good. Alright, then another door. I don't know. Okay, how do you want to get in? There's like 5.
Okay.
Luca?
Sorry, I only heard like.
I'm writing them down.
They were kind of glitching.
Which what door should we go in?
Probably the one that isn't broken.
Yeah. See, that was my mistake. I made that. I went to the broken one. So yeah, the one that's not. I go to whichever one Luca goes to.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess I won't be flying anymore. 1 to 2 broken possible explosion. 3 hillside collapsed on it. 4 completely.
There you go. Those are the 5.
Broken. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll stand in front and I will open the door to the 5th one.
Open the door to the 5th one. All right. You It's a crypt as you enter. You see a sarcophagus in the center. There is all kinds of writing along the walls, and imagery and whatnot. You think it explains a few processes on summoning.
I'm going to transcribe all that.
Gosh. No, Julian, get out. Julian, get out. Julian, get out.
What? Why?
The dogs are summoned to deter grave robbers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know if you need a sense motive or what on that one, but yeah, okay.
That's just the first thing that went through my head the second you said summoning.
That's fair. As far as that
so, like,
goes,
we come in.
Your thought
of taking notes and stuff,
deciding
and
to take notes would take a long time. Like, this is floor to ceiling. Okay. It is a 15 by 15 by 15 foot room. Actually, that's not quite right. Based off this, sorry, 15 by 25 by 15 feet room.
Okay.
And the whole wall on every side is filled with notes.
Yeah, well, this is perfect. Like, Julian is having web.
Well, whenever it's mentioned that summoning is taking place, that's what goes through Luca's mind.
So it's like I'm taking notes and kind of like talking as I'm doing it. 2 hours later.
So you sit in this room for 2 hours.
Oh my gosh!
No,
yeah,
no,
I just said watch.
I just said that as an arbitrary thing. Okay. How long would it take? Like when Julian sees the inside of the room,
it would take a long time. Like you think just sitting here and reading the wall would take at least 10 hours.
Okay.
At least.
So he makes to come back because 10 hours, like he's not going to notice us. So he takes quick, he reads,
So you're just
sideways.
basically want the Cliff Notes version of what's here.
Yeah.
There is some knowledge on alchemy. There is some knowledge on summoning. There is some knowledge on magical spells in general. that do not make sense to you. Like the rules they're talking about don't make sense.
Yeah, this is a repository of the knowledge that the Shaper brought to this world. I'd say at Lucas, and I mentioned there's like some amongst the thing that there's also.
Hey.
The sarcophagus itself has even more, but it looks to be like final lessons and more philosophy than knowledge.
Just a first for this, is it opened? Is it like
It is
notified,
currently
or is
sealed shut.
it...
Let's. I'm just gonna stand by the door, and Julian, look for as long as you want. I will stand guard, but just don't touch or try to open the sarcophagus, please.
All right. All right. Well, I'm done reading this room. Let me move on to the next. I have to come back here though one day to just kind of like get all of this.
So, you don't write it down and you don't study it closely.
I don't study it closely. I took the cliff notes. I write down the cliff notes, and then like once I realize the the amount of, I'm assuming that each one of these rooms is going to be the same thing. So I know I'm going to have to come back, do a job of it. I don't have time for that now.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you mention summoning to me at any point?
Yeah.
Okay, so Luca had that thought of, I don't even know if this is correct or not, but that the dogs are summoned to deter grave robbers. So the only way to get rid of the dogs from ever coming again is to activate all the traps and to just destroy all the dogs in one go. So we might have to open up all the sarcophagus to see.
I don't want to do that just on a hunch. I want to continue investigating a little bit more before taking action.
It's just an idea to throw out there. But yeah.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I like it. And I want to open them up anyway.
About this room you want to do?
Sorry, what was that? What was that?
Is there
I
anything
want
else
to
about
open them up anyways. I'm going to look for a secret room, and then we can move on.
You know, it's funny you say that. How do you look?
With my fingers?
Running along the wall?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, basically.
Nope, I need some more details.
He would be looking for basically any seams by passing his fingers and over the wall, and also looking over it carefully.
About chest height? About chest height?
And so, if I'm standing, I'm exactly the dimension. And my arm is like, I move it basically in a 2 foot range, basically in front of me. You see, like, just pass my hand up and down in that 2 foot radius. So it goes a little bit slightly over my head to a little bit under my chest.
Okay. Yeah, you find a secret door behind the sarcophagus.
Does it open? Like, what happens?
Yeah, you could be able to open it.
Like, I press what? Okay.
You'd be able to pull it out from the wall and open it.
Oh, okay. I tell Lucas before touching for that. Oh, there's like a door here.
I mean, I guess try to open it. I'm not gonna ready an action because I don't want to get by the explosion. I can't save it from an explosion either. So I'm just gonna stand 30 feet away.
Okay. He opens the door.
Open.
It appears to be a room, a little bit larger, about 20 by 40 feet. There are benches all along the wall in various places. Not many of these benches are still functional, but you can tell they were at one point benches. There are pillars with more carvings, and there's just all kinds of artwork and whatnot around this room. And this wall is just grand with the amount of knowledge that it has.
as Julian sees the wall of knowledge, like the walls of knowledge, like slowly turns to Lucas with this like just wild grin. And just,
So,
And at the far end of the
You-
room,
oh,
you see a very large sarcophagus. Very ornate. All kinds of writing. Okay, carry on with what Luca wanted to say.
well, after seeing no explosion, Luca's gonna walk in and see this too, and
and
I
finds
just,
Julian
I just
grinning.
see the grin on Julian's face. It's gonna be our new base of operations. If you want to read it all,
Thank you.
we have to first make sure there's no traps.
With the amount of stuff in this room, if you read just this room, it would probably take you about a week.
Yeah, no, we're living. This is.
Yeah, you can do it during rest. Oh wait, you're an elf, right?
Yeah, I don't sleep.
That gives you. Oh yeah, you can just read it during the 8 hours that I sleep.
Mhm.
Gain knowledge little by little.
Okay.
No, that's not how it works, though. Elves still need to meditate. They can't be active otherwise. It's just a
Oh, they
flavor thing
can't?
that they can. Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
you can just sit on a bench.
No, they have to. I don't know if it's. They have to meditate for half as long. They still get. Yeah.
Okay.
They still get.
Okay.
Well, that's still
Okay.
4 hours.
Yeah, that's still 4 hours.
All right, so this is your new base of operations when you get the chance. What do you do with this? The fact there's this other room. Do you begin to start like half reading the walls to kind of figure out what's here?
I'm gonna
Yeah, of
start
course.
looking for another secret room.
No, laugh. I clearly asked, how do you look for a room in the farms in the last one? Hey, stop that perception check. So anyway, you take some time reading. It's going to take you about 10 minutes to kind of circle around the room, looking at the various sections and trying to like pick up what the main thread is amongst them. One
Yeah, of
seems to
course.
be a discourse on summoning Fiora. Very fascinating. There seems to be a lot of swearing for some reason on various things here. The next one seems to be an instruction manual on some sword style. The last one seems to be about some form of mental magic. And then the final wall, the one that you entered through, even the back of the door has knowledge. And it seems to be some form of alchemical recipe.
Is there any writing on how to punch harder?
Sadly, no.
Wait. I'll make you believe there is.
Oh
Lena
my
says,
god.
"Oh wait, there is definitely something. It's going to take me time." But you can tell, like, I'm not lying to you to be mean or to mislead you. I'm just like trying to be nice and keep your hopes up.
You realize he's trying to be nice. It's just not at all helping.
Okay, and when we find out how I can punch harder, should I like try it out on you or?
Julian laughs. He was like, "All right, let's look at another room."
I decided to change the
wall
color
changed
of the
colors.
wall. Just decided I wanted to do that.
The wall is now made of silver, solid.
I made it
silver.
gray instead of, I don't know what that was, like blackish,
I
brown.
think it was,
I don't know.
I think it was black.
Anyway, there we go. That's a bit better. Gray wall. All right, back. Do you just what in the little crenellations perhaps on top? Sure.
Well, did I find another secret room?
You start looking around as he's examining the other room. How do you look around for a room?
I'm gonna be in the secret room.
Oh, you're looking
And
in
I'm
the
gonna
secret room. You don't find
for
anything.
a secret room. Okay. Well, I trust Julian's search of the first room, so
When I notice Lucas starting to look for secret passages, I tell him like, "Oh, look about this height. You know, that's how I found the last." I give him advice.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm going to roll to help. There's my
Get that plus
perception. There you go. Have an assist.
2.
I mean,
even failing, he gives you an assist. So the
So the
explanation is
24
kind of odd.
find me a secret room.
No.
Well, Luca tried his best.
He did.
no, you did well. Good job. If there were a secret room, you probably would have found it.
Probably.
Julian is tempted to like look himself, but then he's like afraid of like hurting your feelings, being like, "I don't trust you." Good enough.
Well, 10 minutes later, you have this list of what's on the wall. Up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Yeah, next door.
Um,
And behind door number 3.
So you walk back outside, not a care in the world.
I am gonna. Yeah, I guess we walk back outside. I'm gonna like first look outside.
That's a
But
very
then I'm gonna
important
walk outside.
distinction. Nothing happened.
I'm behind Lucas.
Nothing's out there. I don't know what you were
I'm not
afraid
even
of.
looking. I'm not even looking up. I'm still scribbling notes from what we saw inside.
Mm-hmm. So, Luca, where do you lead him to next?
I think door number 3 was spoken of.
I was just.
It is
yeah, sure.
completely collapsed. There is no way in.
Okay.
You'd have to, like, unbury it.
And behind door number 1.
Let's go to we'll do the 1 and 2.
Okay. Door number 1, it's clear that something happened to this door. It's been exploded in. Whatever hit it was massive amounts of force. Entering, it's kind of foul smelling. There is a sarcophagus that has been shattered. The ornate walls and whatnot have just a whole lot of scratch marks and things. It's clear something has lived in this room, as you see a small nest in the corner.
Can I identify the smell?
Identify the smell.
Bad.
Not with craft alchemy, but it does smell like some kind
Real
of animal
bad.
has lived here.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Let me put on the other hat.
Do I know what it smells like?
It's an animal smell, both of you.
Can I track it from its smell?
Does it smell like an exploding dog?
Does it smell like an exploding dog?
No and no.
Okay.
Give me 10 minutes to look at the walls, and also I'm going to press the button if there's a secret passage. Like I'm going to look in a similar way.
You only look in a similar way. Okay. Give me that
I only
perception
look
check.
in a similar. Only look in a similar way. Because I'm confident.
Hey, 25 again.
Nah, nothing. And as far as like reading the walls and whatnot, there are bits and pieces, but not enough to know what the topic really was.
Huh. This part seems to be about fermenting cheese.
Cheese.
It
I
definitely
think
wouldn't
it's
be,
either
but if that's what
cheese
you
or
want to
demons.
believe. There you go. That's more like it.
Ooh, I can either eat the cheese or fight the demons. So it's really a win-win.
It might be a
Wow.
cheese demon.
Oh
Let's
my
move
gosh.
on.
I want a cheese demon, yes.
At least it's not a Golgotha.
Winkerton. Winkerton and our cheese demon.
Alright, so you go to the next room, and the same kind of issue. This place has been lived in. The nest is in a different corner, and
Okay.
the sarcophagus is just completely obliterated.
Okay.
You do see the bones, though, and they have been chewed on.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to take some Shaper bones with, so I can study them.
Okay. That's your perception check for looking around.
Yeah.
Same as before.
Well, 19 this time.
Okay.
I'm also gonna look around. Oh, I
See,
don't find
all
it.
right. I've got so many things about what you guys are doing that I just want to comment on, and would ruin the game. Okay, yeah. There's nothing here.
I'm gonna go back outside.
So these were the 3 rooms that we could get into. The other ones were like blocked.
Another one was completely blocked, and then another one, the final one, looks like it had just been like exploded inside, as opposed to something outside impacting it.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I wanted to check out first.
Oh,
But we couldn't get into it.
what?
That was the first one I wanted.
Oh, I thought you
I thought
meant the hillside one was number 3, where the hillside had collapsed in on it.
Sorry. No, misunderstood.
Okay.
I
The
didn't
last
communicate
one
very well. It's
that
my
you
fault.
hadn't gone into yet. You enter it. There is just a lot of shrapnel damage on the walls. It looks like the sarcophagus itself has just blown up. You're not sure what happened to this room, but there is just pieces of all kinds of crap everywhere.
Mm.
And you smell something like rotten eggs.
Yeah, sulfur.
Okay.
Okay, this is where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think whoever this shaper was had like a security device and it went off and it just keeps going off. So let's see what happens if we step in. After you. Oh wait, let me make you big first. Or something. What you
Wait. Where are we walking into?
the room.
The 4th room.
Okay,
The
okay.
one that's all exploded.
Can I fit in if I'm large?
It would be
I
a
don't know
tight
if it would help.
squeeze
It
to
doesn't
get
make
into the
you-
door.
It doesn't give you con.
It doesn't
Yeah.
give me con, but I mean,
And it hurts
Probably
your
need a-
no, it hurts your reflex save.
yeah, no, I'll stay small. I'll stay a small boy, or stay that regular boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I walk in. I will walk in, total defense, and prepared to jump out of the way of an explosion.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay.
You all have dark
And the
vision, right?
sarcophagus? I don't.
Sorry,
I light a. Oh my gosh, there's sulfur.
Ahem.
I will take a torch and I will throw it in from a distance.
Give me that reflex save.
I'm doing it from a distance.
Yeah.
Why are my reflex saves trash? They're plus
Uh-oh.
9.
Just dropped all my papers. Crap.
And I passed the save because you dropped your papers.
That's not how that works. But okay.
I'm pretty sure that's
I don't know. Have you
Reflex
read all-
12. Oof.
Yeah. I've had really bad rolls
I
today.
hate to say it, Luca. You throw that torch and just kind of stand around waiting to see what happens.